Okay, we're now going to begin the assembly of this kit. And we're going to start with the GN drive assembly and then go into the torso. Now, I wanted to do the inner frame first, just without none of the colors, but obviously some colors will probably be used, like white or yellow or red, however is required, because sometimes certain parts cannot exist without another part to support. We'll tackle that in a few moments. So let's begin with the GN drive. So we have this part, actually this part here, and that one goes here. It connects like that, which allows you to turn and off the feature to turn on and off once you put the LED light set, which I need to go to Gundam Planet and pick it up. So that part is done. We have a clear part here. Whoops. It goes in like so. So it looks like that. And then, since this has the smaller notch, that goes in there and snaps into place like so. Then we have this part of the white parts, and then we have a clear part. One goes there, and this one I believe it has a connector. Goes in like that, and then we have this and this. That goes, let me see here. The other way around? Oh, there it is. Let's try that again. Guess I have to hold it into place like so. There we go. That one goes there like so. And then we just put this part here. There we go. There's the GN drive. Clearly these parts will be taken apart and painted separately, but this is what it would look like. And if you have the two LED light set, one goes here, one goes there, so they can slide into the back of the, back of the torso. So this part is complete. We'll put that to the side. Alright, now next part is going to be this. This is the seating area, and here we're going to put lock on. It's a little weird to see him like that. Don't know. I don't know. So that's done right here. And then we take this part here. It snaps into place like so. And we have this part, which, if I'm reading this right, this must be the part for the connection of the head. So that goes there. The next part of the manual shows this part and the two little plastic parts that goes in here. These, which I'm not going to put on now. That will be for later. So with that, take this. We take this. I think it's like. So how does that work? Hold on. So that goes. I guess we put that this way here. That one goes like that. And lock-on is already all over the place. Let me fix this. Make sure you push them. Come on, get in there. Alright, I am noticing something. Lock-on is a little too big. The head is hitting this. Am I doing this right? Let me look at this again. Let me take this out. Yeah, it's supposed to be like that. It's weird. I think you may have to shave off a little bit. Let's see if we can try this again. So that goes there. That is so weird how it looks. Yeah, that is so weird. It looks like he's lying down. All right, guess what? He's going to be in there, and I don't care about it. All right, so this part is done, and if you see his feet, that's fine. But don't go crazy about the fact that you may have to pop him out later on or have to detail him up. This is going to be covered up all the time. So this part is done. Now, we have these parts here, which I believe goes in the back. First up, we need this. That goes here. And this part goes like that here. And then we just close it up like so. And then that goes back here. Yeah, this is the part for going up and down or whatever. Okay. Now these parts here, this is for the arms. You have to keep it like that. Then we take this part. Hold on. So that goes in through this hole, like so, and then this one goes here, like so. So it should look like this. And then now the opposite direction. Now, with this, connect that to here. You connect this through here. And then you connect these two like that. There we go. So it looks like this. And I really like this. I really do. I can't say off the top of my head if this is how I remember the Exia back in the day. I would have to review old manuals or look at my previous videos, but it is what it is. Alright, so with that being said, I gotta keep it in this position so I can connect this part through here, and then this part like that through there. The instruction manual mentions a yellow part that should go around here. I forgot where it was. It goes right through here in the vent. And again, I'm not putting it on for this because it will be painted. Get in there, please. Thank you. So yeah, I believe there's a yellow part that goes in here. That's something that we will cover later on. Alright, so that's done. Now for these parts, like I mentioned before, there's another part that goes right over it that supports the gray parts, and that is this. And if I'm reading this correctly, put this through here. This one goes through there. No, sorry, wrong one. That one goes through there. This one goes here. This one goes here. There's another part that goes here. That's for this. And then we have this part. I believe that goes like this. And it goes there for this part to go there. Now I've already pre-assembled the head, and again there's a lot of other parts here, but I can safely do this to show off the head like that. And this is what the torso would look like from the front, and from the back this is what the torso would look like back here, and this goes through this, I think the other way around, to connect the GN drives. That's actually really nice. That's good detail though. Very good detail. There's other parts in there, like the clear parts that goes inside, and then of course the overall armor. But for now, this is what it looks like. And what do you guys think? Looks nice, right? Alright, let's now move on to the next part of the build. Okay, so the next series of parts we see here is for the shoulder, for the arms and shoulder of the Master Grade Dynames. Again, we're going to be using some white parts because I kind of discovered a few things that I didn't realize that is required for this, for the build. And it's unfortunately unavoidable. Let us begin with the most obvious, these two parts right here. You take this peg part, put it in like so, and then put this one here like so. Now, according to the instructions, you gotta really squeeze it down until it's all the way through. I'm gonna tell you something, once you do this, this will never come off. And I would not recommend you guys popping it out as well. Seeing this, I'm like saying to myself, oh my god, I guess I'm gonna have to paint this whole thing white. Do I have to paint this gray? But it is a joint part, and I think it's covered up based, as I was viewing the shoulder part. The only thing that's exposable is this if you pull it out. Other than that, once you put this part through here, it's barely non-existent. You won't be able to see it. Plus, I guess when you put the shoulder on and the winglet, you're not going to see anything else. The only thing I recommend, obviously, sand this area here. There's a mark here from the sprue, leftover sprue. So that part is done. Now you take this one, and then you take this part, put this through here, like so. And before you put the other part on, this takes another one of those little plastic parts that goes through here. And then take this and close it up. I'm going to have to sand this area here, even though it's going to be covered up by the plastic. You don't have to sand here because this is going to be the inside of the elbow arm. Now, this part here, you take this and make sure that it's in this position. And there are two notches here on the sides. One is kind of more angular than the other, so I'd recommend you put it on this part of the kit, like so. And again, I don't know if this is exposable or it's going to show, so most likely it's not going to show, but just to give you a heads up on that. Then we take this, we put that through here, so it looks like that. Then we take this part, this one goes there, like so. You have this connector that goes there. You're compelled to push it in, but it actually goes up to there, so don't force it. And you just close it up like so. Very simple, very easy. There's some parts here that needs to be sanded down, especially when you put the armor part on. There's another white part that goes right on top of this, but I'm not going to put it on. Instead, I'm going to put this one on so you could see this. Like that. And it's very tight, very snug, so just be aware of that. And you may have to pop it out for painting. But this pretty much completes the arm. The shoulder is also very simple. Take this part here and put that through here until it snaps into place like so. Hold on a second, I want to check a few things first before we move on. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. And then we take this, we put that here. We take this part. This is the this part that goes here. And then we take this and we close it up. Here we go. And we have this cover that goes there. And there you go. The arms of the Dynames are now complete. Very nice. So, as I'm looking at this and how I'm going to tackle the painting, it's not going to be that problematic. The whites will be, this whole assembly can be removed, and not have to worry about damaging the part. The only thing is, this will be painted separate, of course. This whole section will be painted white, and then the rest of the armor parts and things like that. So that's the ease of painting is right there, very easy, and I'm not going to find any problems with this. I'm not going to assemble the hands. I'll do that later. But so far, I have the only surprise was the disc joint system here. And I guess after looking at it, to build an inner frame of the joint just so it could be covered by armor, I think they did have made this maybe because that way the arm is a lot bit more stronger to hold the weaponry and whatnot, and of course the side shield. I think the peg would have been a little too small for something like this. So now it's understandable after reviewing this and looking at this first glance. All right. With that being said, let's now move on to the next part of the build.